world is false when I think the truth gonna show her. I'm afraid that the truth gonna show her. So steadily up when he walks, we won't please. Up when he talks, we won't preach. About heroes, winter streets, with satisfaction. I say the word, 'cause it's going nowhere. And I ask for more. And my face is words that no one wants. And our face is going, and never before.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, that's number 9 on the season for them. They should start feeling in the full swing of things by then.
So the Houston starting five. Rui Hachimura is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Sharp, then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Murray in at the point. And for Dallas, they've got Klay Thompson. Miles Bridges is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's James Harden, and it's Robinson in at the 5. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, B.A., it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
Now here's Wembanyama. This one for 3, and he buries his first look.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Brown passes to Thompson. Sharp against Brown, to the inside, pass to Robinson, over Wembanyama. Robinson can't hit. Here's Hachimura. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Harden, the pass to Bridges. The 3 from Thompson. And Anunoby pulls it down. And the Rockets with possession. It's a 3-point game. Sharp finds Wembanyama. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Bridges. That one drops for him.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. Outside Anunoby. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket by Hachimura.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Now here's Wembanyama, and another basket for Houston.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
It's Brown on the wing. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Stolen by Sharp. Inside, here's Murray. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Now here's Harden. 10 points in his last outing. Will it go? Goes back up. Kick out to Brown. From the arc, Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Down low. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
It's Sharp on the wing. Sinks the tray.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Sensabaugh is checked in for the Rockets. Joe comes in for Sharp. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Bridges down low, working on Hachimura.
And they've done a pretty good job working the ball inside, but haven't been able to convert at all.
Pass to Wembanyama. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Mavericks trail by 11. And it's Brown off the drive. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That one on Murray.
An explosive athlete. Once Brown gets a step on the D, they pretty much have to foul.
Houston making some changes. Jones, he's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Rollins in for DeJounte Murray. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Sensabaugh from outside the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Thompson passes to Robinson. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And so it's the Houston Rockets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Mitchell Robinson is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all. And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
It's hauled in by Houston. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Okay, back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Outside Jones. Pure from three-point range.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. And then for Houston, Hachimura is checked in for Jones. OG Anunoby comes in for Sensabaugh. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Rollins.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Joe. Still no points. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Jordan. Wembanyama with a bucket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Cornette. It's hauled in by Houston. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Joe penetrating. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Jordan with a screen on Anunoby. Here's George. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Rockets lead by 14. With his first shot attempt. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Lets it go from the wing. And George gets it to go on the assist by Jordan.
And that's the versatility of George. He does it from long range, mid-range, and at the rim.
Murray's checked in for Joe. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for serving.